the Vice, Madam Rebecca Epe, and the General Secretary, Mr. Dominic Fonji. You are most welcome to the office of the Chief of Defense Staff. I will over to you to introduce the rest of the executives, and then I will take over.
Yes, with us, journalists who are members of the Ghana Journalists Association. And so,
I don't want to say this is an ambush, but we didn't really plan to talk about this. Let me acknowledge your condolences and your support. In fact, since the accident happened on 6th of August, a number of your organizations, your media networks, many of them have reached out to us as an institution and as individuals, sending your words of sympathy and assuring us of your support and your prayers. We thank you for that. We also want to thank those of you who have used your platforms to really manage the incident such that it has accorded the due respect that our fallen heroes deserve. Losing 2 cabinet ministers, 3 government officials at the highest level, and an air crew of 3 on a single day is not a very good news at all. In fact, for the past week, the entire armed forces have been in a state of mourning. And we wish that this had not happened. We had a very vibrant Minister for Defense who had plans to transform the Ghana Armed Forces. Together with the Military High Command, we had strategized and we knew that we were going to unfold something new for the armed forces that belongs to all of us as a country. But as nature will have it, as the saying goes, death lays its icy hands on kings. So that is what we experienced. Let me address the first concern. The medical team was also following up with everything that they needed just in case they were survivors. At the team site, our personnel did whatever they will do. It was getting very late. The place had been sealed off. And I'll not use the word cordon off because we didn't even know the extent to which the wreckage had dispersed. As I speak today, every day, the personnel on the ground keep expanding the search because we don't know exactly where all the wreckage, the bits and parts of the aircraft might be. Let me just run it up by saying that we had to do the recovery effort with the available and appropriate material we have on the ground. We had some body bags at the scene, but the remains were so heated that it was not conducive for the bags to be used. It was in a thick forest, it was getting late. We had the option of leaving our remains there till the following day, and we know what could have happened to the bodies. So the team that was up there assessing the situation decided to use available material they could lay hands on to start to descend the high ground. At the foot of the hill, they met the medical team, and with the body bags that they had, some of which have been also sent from Anglo Gold Ashanti, they kept our fallen heroes in those bags decently. They kept them in ambulances and sent them to Kumasi, where they were kept in coffins and draped in national colors, befitting their status as patriots of this country. Subsequently, we moved them to Accra, and you saw the kind of reception that was arranged for them back in Accra. Let me say that all these things were done hurriedly. So there might have been some mistakes. In the morning when the aircraft was taking off, nobody expected any such disaster. But from the crash to Accra, it's possible, likely, that some things might have been done that were not in conformity with our culture. But I must tell you that those who are on the ground assess the situation, and from where I stand and looking back, I think that they did the best with the resources that they had at hand.